Guys, what's happening? What's going on? I'm Ashley of Naath, here to discuss all things A Song of Ice and Fire. In today's video, I'm going to detail how I think Arya Stark could carry out the valonqar prophecy. I'm super excited for this one, so without further ado, let's get into it. In case you are unfamiliar, the valonqar is a prophesied person who will kill Cersei Lannister once all her children have died. So that'll be pretty much any time now. More specifically, the valonqar will choke the life from Cersei's pale white throat. As mentioned, the valonqar is a person. In High Valyrian, valonqar means little brother. However, High Valyrian has gender-neutral words, so valonqar translates to little brother or sister. In other words, so long as a person isn't the eldest of their siblings, he or she could fulfill the prophecy. It's also worth noting that when the prophecy was given, the words spoken were the valonqar, not your valonqar. So this person doesn't even have to be Cersei's own younger sibling. Now back to Arya. As the third child of the 5 Stark siblings, she meets the criteria for being a valonqar. But does she have a way to choke Cersei? One could argue that Cersei might be able to overpower Arya in a physical combat situation due to size advantage. But Arya has proven that if she gets the jump on someone, she can handle larger people. So using her hands to choke Cersei isn't impossible. But if Arya is the valonqar, I think she'd resort to another method. Let's rewind a bit, going back to Season 6. Picture it. Braavos, the House of Black and White, Season 6, Episode 5. Arya is tasked with assassinating an actress called Lady Crane. Lady Crane was part of an acting company putting on a play, The Bloody Hand, in which she portrayed Cersei Lannister. To formulate a plan of attack, Arya watches the play several times and even spies on the actress backstage. During a backstage stakeout, Arya discovers that Lady Crane, aka Faux Cersei, is the only member of the acting company who drinks rum, a picture of which is backstage. So Arya tells Jaqen she will kill Lady Crane by poisoning the rum. Ultimately, Arya does not carry out the assassination and even gives Lady Crane advice on how she should portray Cersei after Joffrey's death. Arya says, "The queen loves her son more than anything, and he was taken from her before she could say goodbye. She wouldn't just cry, she would be angry. She would want to kill the person who did this to her." Now, from this brief history lesson, we can elicit 2 important nuggets of information. 2 nuggets which suggest that this task was not actually a hit, but a blueprint from Jaqen H'ghar as to how Arya will carry out the valonqar prophecy. First, after stalking her prey, Arya settles on poisoning Faux Cersei's rum because she's the only one who drinks it. What's interesting about this is that the real Cersei has a fondness for booze as well, though her alcohol of choice is wine. But you can pick up what I'm throwing down. Poisoning the real Cersei by tainting her booze would be an equally efficient way to murder her as it would have been for Faux Cersei. But we'll circle back to the poison momentarily. The second nugget of information was the advice Arya gives Lady Crane. As she gives it, you can tell she's not conveying it in a matter-of-fact way, but it's more she's conveying it like she's realizing something as she speaks. What is she realizing? Well, she told Lady Crane that she should play Cersei as mad instead of sad about her son being taken from her. As Arya was talking, I believe she was thinking of all those taken from her by the Lannisters before she could say goodbye. Her father, her mother, and her oldest brother. Admittedly, though, it was the death of her father that hurt the most. Not only was Arya realizing that the North remembers, she was realizing that she was going to do more than that. She was going to make people pay who took her family from her. That this revelation occurred on this assignment was part of the blueprint from Jaqen H'ghar. Was it a coincidence that the target actress's company was performing The Bloody Hand? Absolutely not. The Bloody Hand is in part about Ned Stark's beheading. So, having to watch a play about her father's murder while people laughed and cheered was supposed to make her vengeful and pissed off. I think Jaqen never meant for Arya to kill Lady Crane. Hell, her decision to kill Sir Meryn showed Jaqen that Arya can't keep her feelings out of the job. Clearly, what Jaqen meant for Arya to do is exactly what she did. Get mad and seek vengeance. Which raises intriguing questions about Jaqen, but that's a video for another time. Let's circle back to the poison. The prophecy says specifically that Cersei would be choked to death. So how then could Arya be the valonqar if she used poison? Well, there's a specific poison we've seen in the story with ties to Cersei that chokes the person who drinks it. It's called the Strangler. As we saw with Joffrey, the poison renders the victim unable to breathe. Dissolved in wine, the Strangler makes the muscle of the victim's throat clench tighter than a fist, shutting down the windpipe. So, if Arya put it in Cersei's wine, it could be said that Arya choked the life from Cersei. Now, the Strangler is a rare poison with only 3 groups of people in the world knowing the formula to make it. Luckily for Arya, her former employer is one of those 3. The House of Black and White, being an assassin's guild, would probably have huge stores of this. On her way out the door, Arya could have taken some in anticipation for her next kill if Jaqen didn't just outright give it to her. So, now that we've examined Arya's qualifiers for fulfilling the prophecy, one question remains. How would Arya get close enough to Cersei to do it? Cue Season 7, Episode 3. This girl. Bernadette, Cersei's handmaiden. After Cersei bangs it out with her brother lover, this woman comes to her bedroom for something. She was only on screen a few awkward moments, but that was all us fans needed to put 2 and 2 together. Bernadette would be the perfect face for Arya to steal. She can get as close to Cersei as she wants without arousing suspicion. Also, Cersei is at ease around her, so she wouldn't expect an attack. As a handmaiden, she would be expected to pour wine for Cersei from time to time. Arya couldn't ask for a better in. Now please indulge me, it's time for some Ashley of Naath fanfiction. I could see it playing out like this. As Bernadette, Arya pours Cersei a cup of wine laced with the Strangler. Cersei turns away to do something, taking a swig of the wine. Bernadette says, "Your Grace, House Stark sends their regards." Confused, Cersei turns to her saying, "What?" And at that point, Arya removes Bernadette's face to reveal herself. Then she launches into her, "My name is Arya Stark. I want you to know that. The last thing you are ever going to see is a Stark smiling down at you as you die." At which point Cersei drops the glass of wine and begins gasping for air. Like her son, she will drop to the ground, choking and turning purple until eventually she takes her last breath. All the while, Arya smiles at her as the song Needle plays in the background. So, there it is, folks, how Arya Stark will fulfill the valonqar prophecy. Let me know what you think down in the comments. That is going to do it for today. I am Ashley of Naath. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Per usual, I'm shouting out Blood of My Blood, Jim Young, Cameo, Lady Olenna Tyrell, and Lady De Winter. Without you all, this channel wouldn't be here. Also, as usual, I'd like to wish you all have an excellent day and 7 blessings, everyone.